Good morning. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, so I'm not gonna really be able to hear the game audio, but you guys should be able to hear the game audio, so we'll be fine. Good morning. Welcome to a little chill Animal Crossing stream today. Sorry we're not getting back to any of the dialogue-heavy games yet. I woke up this morning and my cough was really bad, so I think it's because we've been having a lot of shifting weather. So it's been like raining really bad, which is good because then the humidity has been helping my cough. But then we had another a really bad dry spell, so like a really big shift in humidity level and temperature. So like last night it was very dry. Like my skin even feels like everything feels dry. I was feeling pretty decent like the last 2 days compared. And then today I woke up and I've been like hacking my brains out. I will try to hit the mic like to prevent you all from having to hear it as much. I do have some tea. I have some water. I am trying to help it. I have my little cool mist humidifier going in the corner to help out a little bit, but otherwise it's about all I can do in the meantime. If you're new here, I'm recovering from the COVID that I got for Christmas. That was my Christmas gift this year. So thank you to my family and to the people who gave my family COVID. So, you know, that's fun. What is this? Oh, horoscope. Okay, so I've looked into this, right? Because we've talked about this on stream before, and I've talked to friends about this before, that we don't know in this particular Animal Crossing game if when Isabelle mentions her horoscope luck, if that counts as island luck, or if it just counts as her, you know, normal dialogue. I don't know if there's been data mining done on it yet. I haven't seen any evidence of data mining on this particular feature, because we do know that luck was introduced to the island. And in old games, you could find 4-leaf clovers. You could, oh yeah, I sold a bunch of crap late last night, so my little deposit from selling some crap. 90,000 bells. Yeah, I was selling apples and some stuff, so got rid of some of that. Check my mailbox real quick, even though I'm sure there's nothing exciting there. But yeah, so we haven't confirmed or denied whether it is in fact her luck or not her luck. And I'm always like, I'm hoping it's island luck, but we'll see. I had Gulliver yesterday, so I got a little Gulliver item. Let me check that out and see what we got. Ooh, geisha wig. Perfect. Wonder which one it is. And a knit cap with ear flaps. Not as exciting, but we'll take it. Let's look at which color geisha wig. Ooh, the red one. Nice. Okay. Not for me to wear, but I will use that. If you were on last week's Animal Crossing stream, it was just a chill... Oh, it snowed again? Are you kidding me? There's more flowers. I was on flower cleanup duty. I don't even have a shovel right now. Flower cleanup duty, but, yeah, I went through a bunch of custom designs on Friday's stream, and it was just kind of like a chill looking for stuff, because I'm gonna rehaul my entire island. That's one of my goals for 2021, is to actually, like, decorate my island for the first time. And I've been playing Animal Crossing since 2002, the original Animal Crossing. I've played New Leaf, I've played original Animal Crossing, I've played, I don't know what that sound outside was, but let's hope it was the neighbor. I never really got into Happy Home Designer. I mean, I never played it. I played Pocket Camp. Anyone who plays Pocket Camp with me, which I don't really play it... I haven't really been playing it regularly since New Horizons came out, but I was playing it very regularly before New Horizons came out, because it was kind of like that filler game between the last big Animal Crossing main game and New Horizons coming out that we waited so long for. So I did play Pocket Camp when it came out on mobile, even though I don't play mobile games, but I love Animal Crossing so much. So my Pocket Camp, as redundant as that sentence is basically so you can have two what they call amenities in Pocket Camp, and they don't really have those in this game or in previous Animal Crossing games, but in Pocket Camp you have two lots that you can set up amenities at, and the amenities are like based on the themes of the furniture lines. So if you're not familiar, all the Animal Crossing games use feng shui as part of the luck system, which is why sometimes Happy Home Academy will give you hints as to what they think you should do. That's based on that system. But in Pocket Camp, so they use all of the themes, so like historical or rural or, you know, athletic or peppy or cute or whatever the hell they're called. There's like a bunch of them. It's not the same as the personalities of the of the villagers, but they're kind of like, certain villagers tend to like specific themes of furniture. So like there's historical items, you know, that might be like a clock tower, or there might be like a athletic skate ramp or something like that. And you can put 2 amenities in your camp, and then you can decorate the rest of your camp as you please with furniture and other items. And obviously, as anyone who has ever played Pocket Camp knows, the items in Pocket Camp are god tier in the world of Animal Crossing, at least in my opinion. That's my not hot take when it comes to Animal Crossing furniture items, is that Pocket Camp's items are god tier amongst all of the games. However, in New Horizons, we don't have a lot of those same items. We don't have most of those items. Let's put it that way. We have a lot of variations of the original Animal Crossing items, which is fine, but there's a lot of big, very fan favorite furniture lines that aren't in this game at all, or at least not yet. Now, Nintendo has announced in the past that New Horizons has years worth of updates coming. Like, they plan on keeping this game going as long as basically the Switch exists. I've heard everyone who follows anything related to gaming has seen the infinite talk over the last 3 years, really, of the Switch Pro, the next version of the Switch, that they're not going to create a totally new console, but that they're going to, like, next-gen the Switch, which, I mean, would be smart, given, you know, especially with the new PlayStation and Xbox models out, for Nintendo to up the Switch hardware-wise. It would suck for some of us who have only just recently gotten Switches. I only got mine when Animal Crossing came out, but at the same time, it is their next smart move company-wise and gaming-wise. So I'll be curious to see if they do in fact do that at some point in the future. They haven't made any official announcements, but lots of people, you know, claim to have inside info or claim to have leaks for patents or, you know, whatever. It happens with every gaming console since the beginning of gaming. This happens every, like, 2 years, basically. Oh, we found this patent from Nintendo, and it looks like it's for a thing. And sometimes it ends up being something, and sometimes it doesn't. But on that thread, my Pocket Camp is mostly a Shinto shrine surrounded by, depending on the season and what items are out, because they release new items in Pocket Camp basically almost every 2 weeks, if not more often. You get lucky boxes or loot crates, or whatever you want to call them, in Pocket Camp, referred to as fortune cookies, and the fortune cookies contain different furniture at random, and you can pay actual real life money to get more fortune cookies and try to get more rare items. I don't spend real money on fortune cookies, but you can get them with in-game currency, but it takes a lot longer to build up that currency. So the fortune cookies are usually limited edition, like they only last so many weeks or months, and then they go away for a while, and then like maybe 6 months later they'll come back as a reissue item, and then they'll go away again. So you can't just like get them whenever you want. So that's kind of how they try to get you into the microtransactions, is by, you know, by making them limited edition. Really? Oh my god, I had this problem the other day and both my snowballs ended up breaking, so I really hope that doesn't happen again, because that gets annoying. But I can't make I would ideally, and I've said this before on stream, like to make my island a Shinto shrine. Like a village and a Shinto shrine at the top. What the fuck? Are they too close? I mean, this is max size. There shouldn't be any issue here. Why isn't it letting me put my fucking snowballs together? This happens literally, like, once a day with my snow stuff. I don't... They'll break if they touch too much, so this is a problem. Cool. 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 Every day. And this snowball will probably just break because now it's fucking huge. Like, it's supposed to come up to, like, your eyes or your chin or whatever. I don't know. I give up. Here, I'm just gonna make a boulder. There, have a snow boulder. Watch me struggle with my snowman. Let me talk to these melty boys. Yeah. Snowflake. But, I can't make my New Horizons Island a Shinto shrine because 99% of the Shinto line has not been released in New Horizons, at least not yet. I don't understand why, because every now and then they'll release a Shinto item with, like, a holiday update or with a seasonal item drop, but they're not giving any of the main items that have been in the game since the very first, you know, game in the franchise. Like, there have been Torii Gates, there have been, small shrines, there have been the huge, town center Zen bells that villagers run up, and they pull the... I don't know what the official word for it is, but there's, like, a wooden, like, gong part of it that you pull back, and then it hits this gigantic bell that's, like, the size of your character. And, like, that used to be an item that your villagers would request and be like, hey, I'd really love to see, like, a Zen bell in the middle of town. And then you would build this giant Zen bell. Like, I know that the game is very popular worldwide, and, you know, they include a lot of items from all over the place, especially with, like, the seasonal items. But it's just so weird that, like, they're holding off on releasing the Shinto items. And I've seen other people complain about it, especially people who play Pocket Camp, because in Pocket Camp, they give us Shinto items, like, on the regular. Like, every holiday there is, we get an entire new line of kimonos, we get an entire new line of hakama, we get an entire new line of furniture. And it's like, why are you not giving us anything in New Horizons? Okay, give me a hat, that's cool. Thanks, Pietro. It happens to me literally, like, every day. I think that, once they're too big, that they can't be stacked. I think there's a size limit. So I think if you go even, like, one square over of rolling, it, like, goes, nope, too big, none for you. I'm assuming that's what it is, because it's the only pattern I've noticed, is if I roll it too big. So, it'll respawn, but it's just annoying. Aw, look, April. Muffy's asking about you. I just visited yesterday. I used to love surprising my friends and crashing on their couch for the weekend. So, all of that being said about the Shinto line, because I can't do that right now, and I'm hoping that Nintendo, in the future, you know, as there's, you know, new Shinto festivals, you know, every couple of, you know, months or whatever, that they release more Shinto items, because there is a demand for it. Like, I'm not the only person screaming into the wind on this. I do see people talk about it on social media and on Animal Crossing platforms and stuff, like, where the fuck are our Torii Gates? Where the hell are these items? Where is that? Like, in, and the other thing that's really missing from this game up until, like, New Year's was there was, like, no food items. Like, there's tons of food and drinks in other Animal Crossing games, and then in this game, we just got the New Year's foods from, like, around the world, which was nice. We got the champagne glasses, which you can carry and cheers with if you haven't bought those or used those. You can hold them while you walk around, you can drop them if you have bad luck, and you can cheers them as an action. But, like, we're used to... That's way too close. We're used to having Brewster in his coffee shop, which I'm sure will be a future update, but it's been almost a whole year of the game being out, and Brewster, who is a fan-favorite character... Okay, now this thing is just fucking with me. Okay, why? Okay, listen here, Snow Buddy. Did I make... No, that can't... no. But what I'm gonna do loosely is I'm gonna make a mountain shrine. I'm gonna make a mountain, shit, what is it called? Oh my god, I don't remember the word. I hear it a million times a week and I can't think of the word now. Hold on, I gotta Google it. Because I'm gonna say the wrong word and I'm gonna be mad. Um, I'm gonna make like a ryokan, which is like a traditional Japanese inn, and I'm gonna build an onsen with it. So that will be until I can build a shrine, like a proper actual shrine. I'm gonna make a mountain ryokan, and then if I get shrine items, I will add them in. Got a big old head. Yo, y'all, it's a snowboy time. Cool slogan, right? I'm pretty sure everyone will be saying here. If you make them with a big head, they become very conceited. Cool. Yeah, great. I really was trying to put the smaller ball on top, but it wasn't letting me. So you've got a big fucking head, and I hate you. I have disowned you. But yeah, so that's kind of the loose idea. Now, I have other general ideas that I'm not going to specify yet, because it's early on. I'm going to move all of my villagers probably into, like, kind of either one neighborhood or two neighborhoods. I'm gonna see, because we can't move our residential services. And my residential services is kind of like right, almost smack dab in the center, but like right off center of when you come out of the airport. So it's kind of like the tourist center. We'll think of it as the tourist center. But I'm gonna build potentially a second house, and the second house would be the ryokan and the onsen at the top of the mountain. And then my house would just be a house for me. And I want to make some... I have an idea for an area, and I don't really know how well it'll work with my island layout, because my island layout's a little funky in terms of, like, the river. And I know you can change the river, obviously. But it's kind of tricky because I have two river mouths. So, like, my river needs to, like, maybe I'll just combine them into one and then have it go up the mountain instead of having two rivers that come from separate sides. I haven't laid it out, like, in a drawing or anything. I have ideas in my mind, but I'm not sure how it's going to play out with my island layout and everything. We're going to wing it. But that's kind of the first official tease. If you've been on, if you were on last week's Animal Crossing stream, you might have kind of been picking up a loose idea of what I was going for while I was looking at patterns, because I was picking up patterns that were good for marketplace stuff and good for like ryokan building and whatnot. I don't know if I'm gonna go full like illusion building like some people have done. There's a few things I would like to do that would be kind of neat. What's today's date, by the way? Today's the 19th. Okay, I got time. I need to order Genji a gift. I will forget, but I need to order Genji a gift at some point. Yeah, that's kind of my loose idea. Like, it's not super complex. It's not super fancy schmancy. Because I don't like, so I do love the over-the-top islands that we visit in the Dream Suite. I do. I love, people make some creative, crazy, put thousands of hours in, and it's, you know, they're beautiful, but at the same time, like, I love visiting them, but I could not see myself daily playing on an island like that. And I also wouldn't want to do the thing that a lot of people do, which is spend a lot of time, make a really crazy island, set up a dream suite for it, and then take it down or change it so that it's livable, because a lot of those islands, I couldn't imagine logging in every day and doing any daily function. Like, for example, I do a lot of balloon spawning. On those islands, you can't do that, because if you drop balloons where there's items or water or furniture, you don't get the balloon. So you'd have to have some kind of open area where you could actually spawn balloons, you know? So there's things that I'm trying to keep into account. We saw Lucky, we saw Muffy. Come get these fossils in a little bit. Who's home? Coco's home. I'm still trying to get Audie's picture. We have been getting there. We're getting there for sure, but I don't know when. Oh, thank you, Coco. Coco's been saying some very nice things lately. Like the dialogue as you become better and better friends with everyone changes. And we've been having some interesting talks, some of my villagers and I did dig up some fossils yesterday, but no, they are sitting in front of the museum. Thanks for asking. I don't know where Audie is. Maybe she's in the store or in the museum. But yeah, so the general shape of my island will remotely stay the same. I'll pull up my map really quick just so I can talk over that. So this is my island right now, and my two river mouths are on the south side. My airport's kind of close to the middle. My residential services is kind of close to the center. Actually, I think my residential services might actually be in the center, but my airport's not in the center. But my general island layout hasn't changed since I got my island. And I've been playing since like the end of March, beginning of April. The only things that I've changed is this back two cliffs, like where my house is and where like Marcel's house is, like this area. I split that in half so I could access the secret beach, which is right there behind it. You can see I just put like a few stepping stones there. But I haven't even laid paths on my island. My two cliff top ponds I've just changed the shape of. I moved my house up into the mountains just because I was originally Muffy's next door neighbor. Like, we were right on top of each other. And I didn't want, as soon as more villagers started moving in, because she was a starter, I didn't want it to be super clustered. Welcome, Andon69. Yeah, April, go ahead and lurk. Sometimes you lather yourself in olive oil and slide around like a penguin. Okay. That's an interesting, an interesting bit of trivia. Alright, let me bump up these miles real quick. Boop, boop. Let's see, pick up this crap. I don't know what I'm going to do with... I'm probably not going to keep all of my flowers because I have a lot of breeding patches. I have chopped down almost all of my palm trees that were all over my beach. So that's done. Obviously, I needed to keep them for coconut purposes, so I have a couple left. I do need to find Audie. She's probably shopping, since I haven't seen her out and about. Oh, found her. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Let's talk to her really quick. I don't think I have anything on her that I can gift her with. Let's see. Oh, I didn't open my bottle. Let's open that. Mum cushion. Already got it. Bamboo shop bug. Already got it. What do I have item-wise? What color is this? Brown. I don't think she'll like that one as much. Knit cap with ear flaps. She gifted me that, so I can't give it back to her. Cute tea table. I might be able to give her a tea table. What color is the faux fur hat? White. Oh, hello there, Pindacast09. Welcome. We're just having a chill Animal Crossing stream this morning. Nothing exciting here. Let's give her... I don't want to give her the brown hat. We'll give her the cute tea table and see if she likes it. Oh, maybe I can now that I already talked to her the first time. Yep. Okay. Once you're in the shop, you're doomed. Okay, I can sell some of these small items while I'm standing here. Let's see. After I'm done clearing out my stuff, I'm gonna go design hunting. So that's what's up next. We're going to go design hunting. Because I'm going to redo my island this year, so I need to find some designs. Also, I do 100% cataloging, so I'm not selling all this stuff because I need to catalog it in an app before I can do that, but I don't do that on stream because it takes forever. Alright. Wow, full $480. I'm rich. I can retire. Okay. We'll come talk to Audie later. Because I'm close to getting that picture from her. And then I can kick her ass off my island because I can't stand her. And I only let her move in because I knew that somebody else would want her. Alright, let us see. I have some stuff I can drop off. I can go to the bank, drop off a couple bucks. Let me drop off some things in the house. Also, if anyone's new here, we are doing fundraising this month for both April in Chat's nonprofit and also for Trans Lifeline. So I'm going to bump the links for both of those causes there, since I don't think I did at the beginning of the stream. Put all this stuff in storage for right now. I don't know if I have enough blowfish for a model. I have to check. Cloud flooring. Train station flooring. Fluffy rug. Imperial wall. Ramshackle. Yellow message mat. Oh, I could probably give her Mary Jane's if they're a good color. Ugh, I need to craft that stupid clam. But we'll do that later. Yeah, I'll throw it in storage for right now. Along with this stuff. Do I have a shovel in storage? That's actually a good question. Let's see. Nope. I have an axe, though. My storage is a hot disaster. I'm down to 1,666 out of the 2,400 spaces. I was bulk cataloging some clothing the other day, so my clothing isn't thousands of items anymore, which is good. There's still a few items I need to catalog and get rid of, but basically I'm keeping either things I'm immediately going to use or things that you can't replace, like you can't reorder from the catalog. So the seasonal items or the Gulliver items or the mom items. Or special character stuff like the mermaid line or the Jack stuff. I keep all of my Sahara floors and walls, and then I get rid of everything else. I do need to catalog furniture. I'm behind on that. I have an overabundance from Christmas, since I didn't get to play all of December. Thank you. Thank you, COVID, for taking a whole month of Animal Crossing away. That was convenient. Alright. So yeah, this stuff I have to catalog later. Don't have any shovels. So let's go to the kiosk and deal with the kiosk. Also, I should have checked that my volume is on the right device, because I don't think it is. Okay, there we go. No shovel, which means I can't clean up flower mania that's everywhere. What are you, Marcel, what are you thinking about? What can you be thinking about so hard? What? Bought a second emblem blazer. Great. More clothing for me to catalog. Thank you. I legit thought about deleting my entire save file and just starting over with a better island shape. Because every time I visit my friends' islands, I'm like, your default island features were so much better than mine. I'm like, wow, I got 2 rivers. You got cool ponds and shit that, like, are built into your rocks that I don't have. And also, I would place things differently that I can't move, so... Oh well. I'll catalog with kicks later. Come in here and go to the kiosk, and we will start our design hunt for the day. This is probably not going to be a super long stream, just because of my cough being bad. So, let us begin. I'm probably not going to read as much of the Japanese as I tried to on the last stream, just because we'll be here all day. I did finish my katakana course the other day, but I haven't finished my modifiers course, which is pretty much what I need to, like, be able to read. So, let me, oops. Don't close my stream software, I need that. My computer's like, you look busy. Let's close this. No, leave it alone. Let's look up some designs for the Island remake. And hopefully we don't double up on people too much. We did accidentally stumble on people whose islands we had been to before, which was kind of funny. Let's see. This person's name is... Whoa. What the heck? Are you kidding me? What? Hold on. What? What do you mean the server is undergoing maintenance? The server is operating normally. Pardon? Okay. Let's try that again. I've never gotten that error on here before. Listen here, I'm here to design hunt. You can't be kicking me off the design hut. I need it. Maybe that was just an error? That was strange. So let's see. This is kind of cute. I have been to this creator's... Have I been to this creator's island before? Because I have them favorited already. That's so... What? I'm losing my marbles. Because I am pretty good about taking people off of my list once I go to their designs. So... Either I've been to this person's island before on our Dream Island streams and have seen their designs. That's crazy. Let's see. Rusutu Raso. Rusutu Raso. Okay. I mean... Oh, you know what? We probably have been to this person's island. I don't really remember a lot of the designs, but... Did we go to this? No. Because I've been marking everyone off. Okay, well, either way, we've got them favorited. They have some stuff I want, so... that one's done, which is good. One down. Let me make sure to take it off my list. Delete. Okay. Let's try this one. Next. I hope my list is actually saving the changes. Maybe that's the problem. Yes, this is good. I want this for sure. I'm worried that I'm gonna run out of a... Hey, Cap. Welcome. Welcome back. We're just doing chill Animal Crossing this morning because my cough was too bad to do a lot of reading this morning. So I'm just design hunting right now. You didn't miss anything too exciting. I talked about my plans for my island. So that was a thing. But otherwise, yeah. Really wish I could see these numbers on this freaking website a little bit easier. Yeah, I know. You working. You always working. Oops. 2, 3, 1, 0, 9, 4. April's lurking too. She's around. Glitter cheeks. That sounds kind of bad. Beware of troll. Got some flowers. Cafe. Plant sale. It me. A pointy ghost. Oh. Look at the little Pusheen. Oh, it's got a back and everything. That's cute. Aw, cookie cardigan. Oh, that's cute. It even has little cookies in the pocket. That's pretty good. Alpaca flower crown, cat dungarees. Did this person change what they have on here? Because I thought I had this saved for something specific, but what is this? Ooh, I like that. That's pretty good. Frilly pink dress. A frilly pink dress. I don't know what else I expected. Blue dress. That's cool too. Okay. That's not too shabby. Let me delete that from the list. Okay. Next one. Are these different? I swear I went to this one on the last one. I feel like my list has... I don't know why my list can have duplicates, because I'm really good about not duplicating things, but I swear we went to these on the last stream. Not that I can read the numbers, because people keep screen capping from screen caps and JPEGs compress too much, and I like fucking can't read this. And I'm zoomed in like really close, and I'm still like not sure what number this is. We'll try that and see if that was the number, because I can't read it. So... we did go to this. Why am I getting duplicates on my list? This is... the whole point of having the list is to not have duplicates. Okay. Delete. Maybe it's not deleting them when I save delete. It's not deleting. Very strange, but not great. How about this one? I don't think we did this one. This one doesn't look familiar. Okay. Oh boy, these people and their JPEGs are going to kill me because I can't read any of this. Let's try it again. Let's try what other thing it looks like. Well, anyways, I hope everyone's been having a good morning. The dogs are very excited. I wonder if somebody's outside and I just can't hear them because I have headphones on. Ooh, this person's got a lot of stuff. Oh, look, it's a little koi pond. That's cute. Flowers. Very, very good. Well, the good news is I can read the Japanese, but I still don't know the translation for what it means. But it's some kind of food, and it looks good. I can always go for some good food stuff in my Animal Crossing. This one's a little bit more complex. I don't remember all the modifiers yet, so I can't read those. Like, there's, the little, the 2 lines after a character are a modifier, but so are the characters being smaller, and then so is that little tiny, on like the last far right character, like the little bubble, it's called the Maru. Like, I don't really remember the Maru stuff yet, and I don't remember the 1010 stuff, which is the 2 little lines. And then the smaller characters basically mean, like, I think that's you use it for like foreign sounds, so it changes the sound of vowels. But I'm not super, I haven't, like, I've learned the hiragana and I've learned the katakana, like the basics of everything, but all the modifiers, I'm just getting into that lesson. Like, I just started it yesterday. So that part I'm not confident in. The basic characters I can read, but the other stuff I have not memorized yet. So this looks like, is this what I think this is? It is, right? This is, yeah, this is Ramune. That's so funny. I wasn't sure because of the top part, but I think it's supposed to be like the shadow behind it, like another bottle maybe, like it's a cooler or a vending machine. Oh, I love that. If you guys have never had Ramune, I like the strawberry one personally. I don't think I've ever had the blue one, but they come in a bunch of different flavors and they're pretty good. They're just like fruity soda, but the bottles are very are really why people buy it, because the bottles are unique. They're sealed with a glass marble that goes into the bottle when you pop it. Ooh. There's some neat food designs in here. I like all that kind of stuff. So this basically is like yo, because it's yo and yo, but with extenders on it. I don't know. They look like, I don't know if they are, but they look like these little balloons that you play with at the festivals. I don't know if that's what that is. I'm curious why they have multiple. I wonder if it's just like different glare or something, because they look the same from a distance, right? Like this and the other one. Like, why would they have 2? That seems strange, but I don't know. Maybe there's a difference and I'm just not noticing it. Oh, one has a line and the other one, yeah. I thought there was like a slightly different thing. And I'm like, there has to be a difference, because why would they make 2 of the same design in like 2 different slots? So yeah, so these are all like vending machine windows or like fridge cooler door kind of things with like different drinks and snacks and whatnot. That's kind of cool. Look, you can have your little ice pops in a tray. That's cute. Maybe like a little bento box. You can put a hole in your ground. The gun's kind of concerning. This is like teppanyaki. Some watery stuff. Looks like maybe squid. Lots of different food. I like all the different food. Lots of little fishies. Maybe like a sandbox? Wine glasses? Jars? Do they have clothing? What kind of clothing they got? This person has some very cool stuff. There's some big old boobs if you need some boobs in your Animal Crossing. Which, just like the last time we did a design thing and we had that scary touch this flesh thing, this is probably going to end up being the thumbnail. Just because it's what the hell. Opie. A less booby, but bikini outfit if you need a bikini. My favorite snack, guns. Yeah, exactly. You know, more bathing suit action if you need some bathing suits. I'm not sure what this is. I'm assuming it's like a cosplay of some sort. Oh, for Final Fantasy. That's, yeah. As I've mentioned before, as somebody who has not played like Final Fantasy, I would not recognize. And then that's the girl from Final Fantasy, right? Because I've seen this as a cosplay for sure. Okay, well, this person has some cool designs. So that was good. We found a lot of food. So we could do like an outdoor grill or something. That would be neat. Okay, so that was a good find. Let me make sure we delete that from the list. That's Yuna, yeah. It's funny because usually on accounts that have like cosplay stuff, they have a lot of cosplay stuff from like different animes or video games. It's funny to just see like 1 or 2 items kind of shoved in with regular stuff. Let's see. Let's try this other one. Can I read the number? Is the question of the day. People need to not repost. These numbers are tiny as shit on these pictures in the first place. Are these both by the same person, or are these different creators? Okay, these are both by the same person. Okay, good. Saves me 1 trip to looking at stuff. Oops. Go that way. There we go. Oh, this person's got a lot of stuff. Okay, hold on. Before I start scrolling, have I been? No, I have not. Because I've been, some of these designs have popped up from islands we've been to. What is N changed to with 1010? I need my cheat sheet. Hold on. I need my 1010 cheat sheet because I don't know it yet. Because some of these I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? Let's see. 1010 for which one? So it would be for town, for T. So that would be D. So it'd be GD. I'm not sure. Because I don't think it's supposed to be an N. I don't know. Anyways, we're not doing Japanese class today. At least not on here. Ooh. Yes. Like that. That's good. I like some no mask activity. Tekoyaki. Okay, tekoyaki. That I can read. Because it has no modifiers. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That looks like either mooncakes or kind of like manju. I'm assuming it's like mooncakes because it looks thick. I don't know. Oh, something or other. Oh, something or other. You know, that old thing. So it'd be OOBN. Obinyaki? I'm not sure. But they also have like some ramune type things and everything. It's funny, like, some of the people write it out in the hiragana and some people write it out in the katakana, so... Yeah, more ramune. I have been debating maybe sometime this year. Like, I don't think I'm quite ready yet. You can get classic grass. So if you never played old Animal Crossing, every town had different grass patterns, and then you would go to your friend's island and they would have like circle grass, and you would have rectangle grass, and they would have triangle grass. And then during the season, obviously, it would just change colors. In this game, what they did was they made everyone have the same grass pattern, but it changes shapes with the season. So everybody gets all of them, instead of having to reset your island to get the grass shape you want. But triangle grass was like the default, I think, in the original. Like the main one. So Sanzio. Small sound at the end means it's combined, I think, right? Like if you combine, it's contracted or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn the modifiers, and a lot of people say that yeah, Dorito grass my favorite. I mean, it's funny because like it is like the default known thing for Animal Crossing is the triangle grass. I hope did I favorite that person? Because now I don't remember. And I don't think it puts it in order. Yes, I did. Okay, that's them. But yeah, so like I've seen a lot of people talk about putting their Animal Crossing into Japanese because obviously if you're a beginner, whether conversationally or reading or whatever, a lot of people worry about the kanji because that's where beginners obviously hit issues because you don't know enough kanji to read. Like you can't read a newspaper or a book or whatever. But in Animal Crossing specifically, I forget the term for it, but they use mostly hiragana and katakana, and then if there is kanji, they put a Japanese subtitle over it or under it in like a light gray that spells it out in hiragana or katakana. So you can still read it even if you can't read the kanji, and then you can use that to understand the kanji. So it's kind of aimed, because I mean, like, technically Animal Crossing is made for kids, and obviously, like, even though if you're a kid growing up in Japan, obviously you're being taught Japanese, so you can you know your alphabet and everything, but you don't necessarily know all the kanji because there's thousands upon thousands of kanji, and like you're considered conversational at like 1,000 or 2,000 depending on, I guess, what you do for a living and what kind of words you need or where you live. But there's more than that out there. So, there's people that I listen to who have lived in Japan for, 7-10 years and only know a few thousand kanji, and they see kanji that they don't know, and they live there full time and have lived there for 10 years. So I worry about switching over because supposedly, like, the dialogue works better, and obviously it's good for learning because you learn it more conversationally than, say, looking at a textbook and being like, oh, this is a pen, this is an apple. Because, like, even though those vocab words might become useful, depending on, again, what you do or where you travel, like, the sentence structure that they teach you is textbook. It's just like any other language. Learning French from a textbook isn't how they colloquially speak it. You're better to learn it either conversationally or learn how to read it and conjugate, and then try to learn how to talk it and learn vocab via that kind of stuff. And if there's specific words you need to know more than others, then you go out of your way to learn those. So I've thought about switching my game over once I get like more of the modifiers known, because like while I can recognize the katakana and the hiragana and know what they sound like I can say the sounds, I don't know what the words mean. And like especially on stream, like to sit and Google or to look up in a dictionary, like, what does this word mean? What does that word mean? How does this verb conjugate? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it becomes tedious. So I'm not at the level yet where I feel confident enough to switch it over. I've been using, because I know some people have asked me about how I've been learning my hiragana and my katakana, if I've just been doing flashcards, or if I've been using an app or a website, or, you know, one of those paid services like Rosetta Stone, or like even Duolingo. And I've heard like weird things about Duolingo, especially with the Japanese. I know some people who swear by Duolingo in general. I've never used it personally, so I don't have a say. But I was listening to somebody who used it for Japanese, and like they taught him the phrase like, hello, I am an apple. And like that's how they teach you the vocab. But you're never gonna say like, hello, I am an apple. Like that's not a phrase you're gonna ever use. You know, unless you're dressed as an apple for Halloween or something. Like, when will you ever use that phrase? Like, that's such a weird way to conversationally teach somebody something. You know, I'd rather you teach me, like, hello, I am American, or hello, I am a tourist, or, you know, I would like to buy an apple, or something like that. Or how much does the apple cost? Or it's just such a strange thing. Because I've learned other languages, you know, I've taken other language classes, like in college and high school and middle school and everything. But it's just so weird the way that some apps try to teach you the vocab. Because I'd almost rather you go like, here's a bunch of food vocab, and here's just the words for them. And then you go from there, and then you learn the sentences in which you would maybe use those words. Like going shopping, or eating out at a restaurant, or, you know, if you're at a hotel and you're asking for something, you know, whatever. It's just very funny. But I've been using, there's a school program in Japan, and it's all over. It's not in one place. There's a bunch of them, and you can look on their website. But there's a program called Gogo Nihon, which basically is a bunch of Japanese schools for non-Japanese speakers. And you go to Japan, and, like, they help you with your school visa. They help you. Oh, my God, look at all these designs. I think I've been here, though. I have not been here, though. I thought I've been here. Maybe they're just similar to someone else's designs. Yeah, if I went to... You go to Japan, you're, hi, I am an apple. And they'd look at you like, okay, you need help. But so the schools, like, you pay to go, and they... You know, they have semesters just like any other school, and you go and you sit in a class of non-Japanese speakers, and they teach you Japanese, and they also help you with like the living process of like how to pay taxes, how to get a job, how to get around, how to deal with, you know, things that are different paperwork wise, you know, whether it be the visa process or stuff like that. Because like even in Japan, like getting a pet is very different than in America where you get a pet. Like here, there's multiple ways. You can go to a pet store and buy a pet. You can go to a shelter and adopt a pet. You can get a pet from a breeder. In Japan, it's different, and there's lots of paperwork. Like, there's hours and hours of paperwork. It's like a huge process. They take it very seriously. And they help you with all of that, not just teaching you language. And then, obviously, they also do, like, field trippy type things where everyone goes out, and then you conversationally learn Japanese by both being immersed by living in Japan, but also by being in a classroom for so many hours a week. And it's all ages. It's not little kids. It's adults. So it's really interesting. But they have a website, and you can take online courses with them as well. They're not free. The classes online obviously cost money, just like any other university class would. And they have a I will say, free to start app. And I say free to start because basically how the app is broken down is the app teaches you your hiragana, it teaches you your katakana, and then it teaches you your modifiers, and it has lots of tests. And the way it's formatted, I won't go super into it because it's very elaborate, but it's not just, oh, repeat after me and write this out. It's, they give you building blocks, and then they group certain characters together so that they make a pattern of a story in your head. So when you look at them, you can be like, oh, this one means this, but if I add this other line to it, it turns into this character. And you associate English words with the symbol, and then when you see the symbol, your brain thinks of the English letters that go with it, and that way you can remember the sound until you've, like, learned it enough to just know it. I have never been to Japan, actually. Not yet. I actually was almost a Japanese major when I was in school, and then I got put off it by the head of the department, and I didn't. I ended up being a French major for a while. And of course, like anything else, if you don't use it, you lose it. So don't ask me to speak French because it's gone. But I have not been to Japan yet. And if I had done the Japanese program, I would have gone to Japan at the end of my program. But I did not do my Japanese program, so I am just self-teaching at home with an app right now. I would like to go, potentially, one day. I don't know. I mean, like, I watch a lot of stuff from people who live in Japan or who have lived in Japan for a long time. And, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, great. And of course, now with coronavirus all over the world, like, travel is much more locked down and not safe, and certain areas are worse than others, or they're not letting foreigners in from certain places. So it's also going to be complex after coronavirus, even after it calms down, like, to see how things reopen or when they reopen, because Japan had reopened for a little bit, and now they're kind of back under a second wave, and a lot of, like, not even overall, but I do see a lot of, like, individual, like, you know, privately run shops and restaurants, like, not accepting foreigners. They're only allowing locals, which, I mean, when it comes to a virus, it doesn't make a difference if you're a local or not, but there is very much, like, an outsider culture in Japan for people who are not natives, and, like, I understand it, because they have a very different culture than us. It's funny, my older brother watches a lot of anime, and he tells me to watch anime, because I actually don't really watch anime a lot. And he's like, oh, you should just learn Japanese by watching anime. And I'm like, I mean, it would help with, like, obviously I would understand more as I'm learning, but I'm like, in terms of speaking, like, that's not the kind of stuff I would want to repeat, because, like, tonally and pitch-wise, it's not accurate to a normal conversation. It would be like talking like SpongeBob in real life if you were English and learning English from SpongeBob, and it's like, people don't talk like SpongeBob. I mean, like, so I'm just doing like here and there. So, like, for right now, I've been practicing for 2 weeks, so I've got all my hiragana and katakana down, and now I'm just gonna learn my modifiers, which is probably like this week's main focus for my studying. Yeah, a lot of Asian countries are, yeah, very kind of anti-tourist, which I understand. And I mean, every country kind of has that to a degree. It's just dependent on, like, how open they are about it, like, how much they talk about it. But, like, yeah, I've seen stuff from Japan where it's like, no tourists allowed, like, natives only. And it's like, nah. You know, so we'll see. I mean, especially with, like, when the Olympics eventually happen, like, that's going to be a huge tourist sweep, like, from everywhere. It's not just from, like, America, but from all around the world. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Hold on, I want to check my favorites really quick for something, because I think I have this one already. Let's see, do I have this one already? And it's funny because I always, like, when it's kind of like a stereotype, at least in America it is, that, like, if you want to learn Japanese, or if you want to go to Japan, obviously you're like a weeaboo, you're an otaku, you just want to go to Japan because you watch anime and you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I don't even watch anime. Like, I appreciate the culture, and I appreciate Buddhism, and I appreciate Shinto and Zen, and, like, all of that sort of stuff, and, like, the history, and I definitely am a huge appreciator of the arts. But in terms of, like, anime and that kind of culture, not so much it for me. I don't think I have this person on my favorites. I'm trying to double check. I don't think I do. Let's go check this out really quick, because I feel like I'm losing my marbles. Yeah, it's so funny because a lot of people talk about Japan being expensive, but honestly, at least from where I live, I think the most expensive part is flying there. The flight would probably be very expensive, but in terms of the conversion rate from here, stuff is super cheap. Like, where I live is very expensive. Like, I look at even, like, apartments in Japan, and it costs less than half of what a one-bedroom apartment here costs, and they're really nice, and I'm like, man, I'm living in the wrong part of the world. But yeah, no matter when I go, I would obviously plan well in advance. Okay, I did not favorite them. How did I not favorite them? I did, but why didn't I not see this in my list? Okay, I'm losing my mind. But there are some of these I want to use. I definitely want to use some of these tile roofs. Well, it's fine that it's really small, because it makes it easier to, like, see more of it, too. Especially if you take, like, a longer trip. Because if I went, I would want to go for a fairly decent amount of time. Oh, I hate when people don't put their maker ID on things. I don't know if I have this person or not, but I'm not going to double down. Let me delete this. You've been multiple times? Where are you from originally, or where do you live? Let's see. Let's try this one. It's funny because my brother actually the other day was talking to me about he wants to go, him and his wife, you know, want to go to Japan. He doesn't obviously know any Japanese, and nor is he learning as far as I'm aware. But him and his wife want to go, and they hardcore, like, they have watched more anime than probably anyone I have ever known. And first off, my brother's going to stick out a lot in Japan. He's 6'4" tall. So he is going to get looked at, like, a lot. I don't think, like, he feels like he sticks out here, but it's like, he's 6'4", he's tall as hell. So, first off, you're very white, and you're very tall, and, you know, you don't speak Japanese. You're born in Bangkok, and you live in Holland. Oh, that's cool. I have never been to either place. I would like to travel more. I haven't been many places yet in my life. I have been a little bit around the United States, not a lot. And then I've been to Ireland, and I've been to England. And so far, that's about it. Oh, I've been to Mexico too, but that was a long time ago. I was like 12 years old. So some ramen stuff, some cake, some curry. Okay, any clothing? Matcha hat. Well, that's cute. That's a cute little matcha hat. Pudding hat. I can have pudding on my head. Well, who doesn't want pudding on their head? Is that a ramen hat? Yeah, bowl of ramen on your head. Omoraisu, fried rice, tofu miso, curry katsu. Lots of, so I know that they're, like, a trend, but I definitely have tried to make the Japanese souffle style pancakes. I've had some good success with that, I will say. I want to do a ryokan style island when I redo it. I want to have, like, a mountain, and I want to have a shrine. So in my pocket camp, I have a full Shinto shrine. That is my theme of my pocket camp island. But in this game, because we don't have as many Shinto items, I can't remake that. So I'm doing a traditional inn and onsen in the mountains, and then the rest will just be like a village. That's kind of the plan. It's not going to be super elaborate. It's going to be relatively simple, but I'm just kind of pattern hunting for different things. So I like some of this stuff. It's kind of cute. We might have, like, a little market, so some of these signs might come in handy. Because my island right now is not decorated at all. So it's like, I'll do something. But I don't want to do something, like, super crazy. And also, if I end up switching my game over to Japanese to help with my learning, then it'll also match my theme. Let's see, what is this? This is... Open up. Huh, that's kind of funny. Some of these designs are pretty funny. I just hate that, like, people keep reposting these things, so it's hard for me to read. I don't have good vision, so when the text is tiny and blurry, I have a problem. What is this? I can't read this tiny little text. Zoom in. Ugh, it won't let me zoom in. Zoom in. Click zoom in and it made it smaller. That's helpful. Well, I can't read what that says because it's tiny. Okay, do I have this person in my list? Because this looks familiar. Do I have this person on my list? Is it this person? No, different person. Nope. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, I definitely haven't gotten into the conversational part of learning yet because I've only just been starting. And I was like, let me start with reading first, at least with the basic characters, and then I can learn into speaking. Okay, let me zoom in on this a little bit so I can read it. 4188. Okay. I don't think I have this person. What do they have? Whoa, they got a lot of stuff. Ooh, they got some cute Halloween stuff. This is kind of nice. Got some nice patterns. Look at a little cute gingerbread man. Little cookies. I like the mushrooms. I like mushrooms a lot. That's good. We got bats. Gingerbread bats. Or sand bats, technically. Oh my god, they have so much stuff. Oh, there's so much stuff. Oh, flag. That's kind of... Donkey Kong. Oh my god. You have Tom Nook propaganda. I am so curious what this person's island looks like. If they use all of this on their island. That's funny. Oh my god. Oh no. Maybe that will be the thumbnail for the VOD, because that's just funny. And horrible. Horrible. But Tom Nook propaganda would exist in Animal Crossing, let's be real. Nice little fringe for like a booth. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Different plant food. Yard sale, mail posts. Furu no hoi. Furu hon. Yeah. Right? Like a library, maybe? Or a bookstore? Ooh, lots of clothing, too. Oh my god. I gotta send this to my brother. My brother has 2 pugs. He loves pugs. This is terrifying. I don't think he plays Animal Crossing, but... Oh my god, it comes in a shirt. You, too, can wear the shirt of the Tom Nook Empire. Oh, no. That's funny. This is pretty nice. That's nice. A scary pineapple. I'm scared. What is up with this poor pineapple? What happened to him? Who hurt this pineapple? Why? This is what happens when you put pens in pineapples. They end up with bloody eyes. Lots of floral stuff. The floral stuff's nice. I go, it just says te. What's on this one? Some scary little monsters. This one's like Drippy. He's a Drippy monster. These are really interesting. I like the more like unique stuff. Come in different colors and different shirt styles. Got like a hamburger kind of thing going on down here. Hamburger dress. Okay, this person had some interesting things. Okay. Let me consult the list. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, delete this one. No. You go back. There we go. Okay. Zoom in, please, so I can see these numbers. Oh, I think I've been here before. I've been here before, right? Yes, I've been here before. I recognize these patterns. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff. I've been here. Okay. Darn you duplicates, you're not supposed to be in the list. Let's try this one. I hate when things take me to a dead link. Try and read the tiny version. People put so much detail into these designs. It's impressive. Ooh, I like this one with the pink and the blue. That's good. That's good. This one's kind of like, yeah, peachy. It's almost strawberry with the red on the top. That's some nice clothing. Okay, mark this one off. I wonder if my mic can pick up my neighbors that are outside across the street, but so loud that I can hear them through my headphones right now. Oops. Oh my god, this neighbor is so loud. I can hear you, my friend. I can hear you from across the street, which means you're talking way too loud on your phone. I should not hear every word of your conversation while wearing headphones. MDT. Okay. This is very much my color scheme. I like a good monochromatic look. Let's try this one. Next. Is that a 6? Is that an 8? The world may never know because I can't read it. Hopefully that's correct. Aw, soulmate. That's cute. Some wooden deck. Aww. Hold on. Hold on here. I don't know what that means. Like, I know what it says, but I don't know what it means. Oh, wait, did I spell it wrong? Hold on. I might have spelled it wrong. I might have typoed. What does that mean, though? Oh, is it like a type of eyebrow? Is that like literally a name of a type of eyebrow? Oh. Interesting. Okay. So... It's like a name for the mark that you put when you remove your eyebrows. See? This is how you learn words. Because I was like, I can read what the text says, but I don't know what that means. And obviously, I thought they were like eyebrows or face paint. That makes sense. That's cool. Ooh. Strawberry. Strawberry. A dirndl. That's so random. Chocolate sundae. Well, if you need any gothic Lolita stuff, or a dirndl, got the place just for you. I saw somebody who did a full kabuki theater on their island, and that was pretty cool. Like they did a backstage and like an actor's like catwalk type thing. It's very neat. This person's got a lot of designs too. Little fishies. Damn, that's so random, but it's so funny. Here lies Dobby, a free elf. Damn. Let's see, what else on the list? Potential thingies, what is this? Yay, one that I can actually zoom in on and actually see. That's always useful. If April's around, I might pop by her island, but I think she is AFK, so probably not. Oh, I need to look at what paintings and stuff I have. Ooh, this person's got a lot of stuff. Ooh, I like this. This is cool. It's almost like snow-covered stone, or like old stone. They have a lot of patterns. They have pumpkins. Ooh, I can definitely use some of this stuff. Got lots of neat things in here. Clothing? Let's see. Jacket. I wish you could expand how many design slots you use, because I think you can only use so many at a time. I think I've been to this person's, this other person's island. Let's see, favorites. Does it say what their handle is on here? I don't think so. I think I've been there before. Well, let's try this other one. Hydrate. Ah. Me being told to hydrate. I like that. That's cool. Nice colors. Has a cat tail. I'm scrolling through these Animal Crossing patterns, and like I keep getting like ads and posts for food, and I'm like, stop! I'm so hungry. Stop showing me food. I'm trying to not think about it. Ooh, lots of patterns. Lots of pathways. And then just meat. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. They got any cool clothing? They got a meat hat. Ooh, that's kind of creepy, actually. Drippy. Kiki apron. That's cute. So in December, before we all got sick and before Panini's stroke and everything, I was slowly making my way through Studio Ghibli movies, and well, obviously I didn't make it far because of us getting sick and everything that happened in December and everything being put on hold. But I did watch Kiki's Delivery Service for the first time in a hot minute. Ooh, look at this. This is nice. That's good stuff. Oh, a little happy sun hat. Little happy sun, and then you can get one with no face, and you can get a matching shirt. Get a moon hat. That's actually pretty cute. I like some of the more simple things too, like star dress, mushroom dress. Cute. Steampunk dress. I am so hungry, and I don't know what I'm doing for food today, but I am hungry. And these pictures of food that keep showing up as I'm looking at Animal Crossing patterns are not helping. I just scrolled down to look for another design. Dunkin' Donuts ad. Get out of here. Donuts, man. That sounds good. Not healthy, but good. Let's see. Looking for more codes to check out. What is this? I think I've been to that one before, so we're gonna skip that one. What is this one? I can't see the tiny little text. Nah, I don't need that one. What about this? Starbucks for Animal Crossing. No. We have a fresh baked cookie place here that does delivery, and I ordered yesterday. I got a 2-cookie combo with a pint of milk, and they arrived all soft and gooey. It is so great. Yeah, we have a lot of like I always call them like stoner delivery places, because we have places that only are open late at night that do like home baked cookies or home baked goods or snack food delivery and stuff. I've never ordered from them because I'm like, I can't justify that expense. It's one thing when I'm ordering like a full meal or something, but to order cookie delivery, I'm like, I'm not at that level yet. I'm not at that level of bills, so like it sounds wonderful. Hopefully they were delicious. What kind of cookies was it? Was it like the classic chocolate chip? Was it like peanut butter? Yeah, it's open till like 3 a.m. and they're located right near college campus. It's definitely a stoner targeted business. Yes, exactly. Yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, if you can make that money, that's a business, man. That's a business. Let's see, cupboard design. I'm trying to look at some other stuff on here. It's funny because every time I see you talk about like, let's see, they did 1 free cookie with every order, so I got 1 double chocolate chip and 2 normal chocolate chip and the whole milk, so it was a meal. I mean, was the delivery fee cheap or low at least to make up for it just being cookies and milk? Because like, I don't know, like here, like delivery fee for places get really high, and then you also have all the fees for having it delivered. Like, it's not just the cost of the order. It's like, oh, I ordered $10 in food, but then I paid $10 in delivery fees, and then I still have to tip the delivery person, which is why I don't do it. Yeah, that's not bad. $3 delivery fee isn't terrible. Let's see. Let's try this one. Can I zoom in? Y'all need to make it so I can zoom in, because I cannot see this shit. They run it all by themselves. Oh, yeah, that's definitely good then, if they can do that. And cut out the middleman, because that's a whole other thing then. I was so April knows, but I was basically, like, you ever have something really small happen, and it just be like the straw that breaks the camel's back when you've been having a bad week or a bad month, and like you just have a full breakdown over something very stupid. So the other day after stream, I haven't ordered udon or boba since the beginning of November, I think. So it's been a couple months now. Maybe October, but definitely not since before my birthday. My birthday's in mid-November, so either October or beginning of November. I haven't ordered udon and I haven't ordered boba. And then when I was sick in December and I lost my sense of taste and I lost my sense of smell, I obviously wasn't ordering any food because I couldn't enjoy it. And to spend that much money on delivery to not be able to taste or smell it seemed stupid. So I hadn't ordered, and I was like, you know what? I streamed, I uploaded all my stuff. I'm caught up on all my backlog. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to order some udon. I'm going to order some boba. I'm going to add extra boba. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to max this drink out, be fucking crazy. And I ordered, you know, a delivery, and the delivery place is in the next city over, like the place that makes it. So I always get it for delivery, and, you know, I have to pay all the delivery fees and tip and all that stuff. So the drink is like $10, no joke, like after all of the fees and shit. Not with tip, and just the straight up on the order, it's like $10. That's expensive for a drink. And I was like, I'm treating myself, fuck it, I haven't ordered in months, I'm not going to feel bad about it. The delivery guy comes, he pulls up to the front gate, he drops off the bag, you know, with the delivery in it. He drives off, like, he speeds off, not even like a slow, like, knock and say wave, nothing. He drops it off, he leaves immediately. Before I can even walk out, he's gone. I walk out to the front gate, and I open the gate, and the bag with the food is there, and I look around, and my $10 drink is nowhere to be fucking seen. He did not leave my drink. I paid $10 for extra boba, for extra flavor, for all this. I got the biggest size that they offer, which is pretty fucking big. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So then, wait. It's bad enough I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe he just forgot it in his cup holder and he's going to come back around because I live in like a loop-shaped kind of area. And I'm like, maybe he'll notice when he pulls away that he's got the drink, you know, in his car, and he's going to come back and drop the drink. So, okay, I'm going to wait a little while and just see if he loops back around. Guy never comes back. Period. Okay, so then I go on the app, and it's like, how much do you want to tip your delivery driver? And I'm like, well, I'm not tipping him unless he brings me my fucking order. And I didn't know that you can't change your tip on the delivery app that I was using. Like, once you set the tip, that's it. Like, you don't have a window to change it. You have 10 hours to pick a tip, and then that's it. Well, so I pick like no tip or whatever, and then I go submit a problem, because it asks you when you submit no tip, it's like, is there a problem? And I go, yes, there's a problem. And it asks you what the problem is, and I hit, well, this particular set, you know, things from my order were not delivered. And they're like, okay, we will refund you. And I'm like, okay, well, that seems fair because I never got my order. Well, then they don't even refund me the full cost of the item. They refunded me like $6. And I'm like, so you want me to tip him? He didn't deliver my items for whatever the reason is. I'm like, I understand, mistakes happen, whatever. I order from the same place all the time, and I've never had an issue, ever, with the delivery. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe the place didn't give it to him, or maybe he had it in his car and he forgot, or maybe he had a bunch of stuff in his car and he just didn't realize that he was missing something, even though it's on, like, the outside of the delivery bag, like, it tells you the list of items for the delivery person. So it said on the list, like, you know, drink with such and such items. And I was like, oh, so that kind of sucks. So then I was mad because then they didn't even refund me. They, like, refunded me part of it. I'm like, I paid over $20 for this order, and you just gave me $6. $6 doesn't even cover the base price of the drink. They're like, and then they go, oh, it's not a refund. It's a credit towards your next order. And I was like, I'm never one to, like, complain at a restaurant or ask for a refund or ask for anything. Like, I am that person who tips on shitty service. But then I was like, you didn't even give me the refund. You literally gave me credit towards my next $20-something order, but I'm broke as a joke, and there is no next order. Like, you gave me a $6 credit. $6 doesn't even buy me a large cup of boba. Like, that's look at the freaking receipt, my dude. Like, it's on your app. You can't see how much the drink costs. So I was, like, pretty salty. And then I was like, I felt bad because I was like, I still should give the guy delivery tip. So I went to change the tip to give him a tip. And then it wouldn't let me because I had submitted a complaint. It was like, nope, whatever you tipped him before submitting your complaint is what he gets. And I'm like, well, then sucks to suck because I feel bad now, but I also can't undo it. I'm like, this is a shitty system to, like, not let you change your tip literally an hour later. Like, okay. Because if the guy had come back and like been like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, I realized here's your drink or whatever, I would have changed the tip, but it wouldn't have let me. I'm like, that's a terrible system. DoorDash is nicer than that. They refund the entire item cost and ask if it wasn't, if you want it as a refund or as a credit. Yeah, it wasn't through DoorDash, obviously. Yeah, so on the app that I was using particularly for this delivery, you can text the person while they're running the delivery, like before they come and drop it off and before the order is complete. But like you can't text them afterwards. It removes the contact option with the actual driver. So like if I had texted him, hey, I want you to meet me outside, or hey, just leave it outside the gate, like that I could have done. But as soon as he marked it as delivered, it removed the text option, which was stupid in my opinion, because I would have texted him. Like, that was my first thought was, oh, let me message him, like, oh, wait, like, don't drive away, like, I think you have the other part of my order. But it removed that option, and I was like, this is terrible. I was like, oh no. Yeah, it's good to be able to, like, after the fact, be like, message people, or to be able to, like, you know, either give them a cash tip or cash app them or PayPal them or whatever, because I'm all for tipping people. Like, I tip people, especially during the pandemic, I tip at least 25% on all my delivery orders, because I don't get to order delivery that often. So when I do, I tip at least 25%. I'm not a cheap person when it comes to tipping. So I'm like, oh no, like, not only did I not get my food and paid full price, I didn't get a refund, and I didn't tip this dude, so I probably look like a massive asshole, but you also didn't deliver half my order. So it was just funny because, like, it had been such a bad week. I had, like, a full, like, I was just so exhausted, and I hadn't eaten all day, and, like, then for my food to be fucked up, I was like, I am done with this week. And it was so stupid. Like, even, like, while I was eating my food, like, being pissed off about my drink, I was just like, motherfucker, like, I know this is dumb, but I'm like, I was just so tired and hungry and upset, and the week had been so bad and stressful, and I was just like, all I wanted was to treat myself to a nice meal, and I can't even have this. And it was like the most first world problems ever. You gave him Neosporin and a Band-Aid. Oh no, because he tripped and fell and sliced his hand. Oh, that's horrible, but at least you were able to help him out, and you weren't like a massive asshole about it. There was a video on the news recently or somewhere, like one of those viral videos that gets picked up by television because it's like, oh, look at this video. And it was like I think he was either an Amazon delivery driver or a UPS driver, a delivery dude. And he was walking up to deliver something on somebody's porch, and it had like stairs, and he goes to walk up the steps, and I guess it was icy wherever this was happening. And he slips and, like, totally Charlie Brown bricks it on the staircase. And mind you, like, he's being caught on, like, doorbell camera or whatever. There's nobody, like, around. He falls hard. And it's all on camera, like, clear as day. And I'm like, oh my god, this poor guy, like, he doesn't even get up. He's laying there, like, he's had the wind knocked out of him. He's probably in God only knows how much pain, because he was laying there literally for, like, 2 straight minutes. He's laying there just, like, moaning in pain. And there's nobody home, so, like, nobody comes out and helps him. And he finally gets up, and he's like, I got this, I'm gonna be okay. He's like, we're good. He drops the package off. He turns around and slips, leaving the porch on another separate patch of ice, somewhere else, like, on the walkway or something. And again, fully on his back, just, like, not moving, like, looks like a dead body has been hit by a truck. And finally, like, a next-door neighbor, I guess, was outside, like, doing something, and sees him, because now he's not on the patio, so he's, like, out in the open. He's, like, on the walkway. And somebody, you hear from out of frame, like, you can't even see the person, they're like, oh my god, are you okay? Do you need help? And he's just laying there, like, unable to move, and he's like, no, thank you, I'm fine, thank you, sir. And it's just like, oh, like, he's just literally laying there, just, like, yelling to this neighbor. And I'm like, oh my god. And then to be on camera, and then for it to go, like, viral of you busting your ass not only once but twice to deliver this package. I'm like, and he ain't even getting a tip. Like, you don't get paid enough to fucking basically break your back. Like, fuck. Like, when he didn't get up, I was like, he's in fucking pain. Because I'm like, usually you see people slip and they kind of just, like, try to recover. No, this guy was on the ground, just like decked, and I was like, oh man. I'm like, fuck. I hope whoever's house that is, like, when they ended up seeing that on their security camera later on, like, fucking put in a call or an email or something to delivery service and was like, hey, like, can you check on this dude? I'm so glad no one was able to film me the time a squirrel ran up my leg in the middle of the street in an attempt to escape from my dog, because that would have gone viral. Um, so I live in a place where we have a lot of squirrels, and they have regular paths because people feed them. So every day, like 15 times a day, you'll see the squirrels run the same exact pattern of paths. And there's a park like down the street from me that if even if you don't have food on you, like squirrels will jump on you because they assume you have food for them. And when I went to college, like me and my boyfriend at the time, we were sitting outside in a covered area, like outside one of the buildings, just like eating lunch. And we had like candy, like stuff you wouldn't give to animals, like gummy bears and chocolate cake. Like we had snacks. And this one squirrel comes up and he's like 5 feet away from us on the ground. And I think my friend threw him like some bread from a sandwich or something. And I was like, don't feed them because it's bad enough everyone here feeds them. But then they're gonna be brave and they're gonna come up. And so sure enough, the squirrel like takes his bread, runs away, eats it, comes back. And I'm like, it's gonna happen. Squirrel sits there and is like making little sounds and stuff. And we're not giving him anything else because none of the stuff we want to give to a squirrel, like we're not gonna give gummy bears to a squirrel or give chocolate cake to a squirrel. And because we're not giving it anything, it starts inching its way closer. And we're like sitting on a bench kind of thing, like a long bench that goes around the side of the building. And the squirrel comes and it jumps up next to me onto the bench. And I'm like, I'm not giving you anything. Like, you can jump up all you want as long as you don't bite me and have rabies or something. And it starts climbing over me. And it climbs to like my backpack, which my backpack was closed. And it starts trying to like dig into my backpack, like get in through the zipper to get to my food. And I'm like trying to like gently shoo it because I don't want to like fling it, across the walkway or whatever. But he starts like trying to get into all of our stuff, like get into our pockets and get into our backpacks and everything for chocolate cake. And I'm like, this squirrel will probably die if it eats chocolate cake. I don't know if it's like dogs and cats and stuff, but it's like, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't eat chocolate cake. But then, so finally we shoo it enough and it runs away. It comes back with like 10 more squirrels. And I'm like, okay, we need to leave because this is about to get ugly. These squirrels want food and they've had a taste and now they want chocolate cake. And my boyfriend had never really had this issue because he didn't live in the same area as me. So he's not used to like squirrels that will just jump on you. And I'm like, it's trying to like, get into his pants. It's trying to like get into his pockets for like whatever stuff he had in his pockets. And I'm like, oh my god, like these are the things that like back in the day, like people didn't have camera phones everywhere and shit. And I'm like, oh my god, please, like, because there was other people around, like other people were seeing this happen. And we're like trying to run with our junk food away from these squirrels. Let's see. I saw a child carry a granola bar into a petting zoo once. Utter goat chaos, screaming child. I laughed so hard. So when I worked at Disney World, like any theme park, you have birds and seagulls and other types of critters. There are rabbits and cats at Disney World, lots of cats and lots of bunnies and deer. I don't think people understand when they think about Disney World, they think about like, oh, it's a theme park, obviously there's birds, but there's not like animals. But like I think it's like how much, like 3/9 of all of the Disney property, or no, 6/9 of the like Disney property, like 2/3 of it or whatever, are wildlife reserve, are nature that they've kept. Like they tend to make sure that all the animals are okay. They clean it up. They make sure that it doesn't overgrow, but it's wildlife reserve and it's natural habitat. So people don't think about that when they think about the theme parks because all they see is theme park. But in between all of the theme parks is a huge amount of acreage of natural land and animals that live in said natural land. And so I used to work at the second busiest restaurant on earth at Disney World, second only to a McDonald's in Russia that serves vodka. And when I used to work either outside or I used to work at the doors, because your shift moves you around, and I wasn't working the actual food part of the job, I would tell people, like, yes, we have tables outside when the weather's nice, like they have the umbrellas and everything, but I'm like, you need to be very cautious of your food, because the animals will take your food, and, like, not even, like, slowly. They will run up, grab your food, and fucking leave with all your entire burger, or your entire, chicken, or your whole carton of french fries, or your churro, or whatever. And people would joke and think, like, oh, it's just a bird, like, it's just gonna come try to grab a french fry. And I'm like, okay, you do you. I'm not going to tell you, I warned you once. And I would stand at the door and wait for people, to come in, or, to open the door for people and stuff, and answer questions and do greeter stuff. And people would go sit at these little tiny tables that were, like a 2-person table. And sure enough, you would see a seagull swoop down, snatch their entire fucking lunch out of their hands, and fly away in one swift motion. And then I'd open the door and be like, you want to go get another one? Because obviously you get it replaced for free. But it's like, we always tell people, like, if the weather's too good, you don't, be careful sitting outside or walking with your food, because it will get snatched. Where there's food and garbage, there will be animals. Exactly, yeah. And especially, like, with little kids, because they'll throw their french fries to, like, a bird or to, like, a squirrel or something, or their piece of their food. And it's like, listen, kid, the parents think, like, oh, don't do that, like, it's not good for them, or, oh, you'll attract them. It's too late. These animals lived here since this park has opened, and they know to come here for food, and they're not going to ask for it. They're not going to act cute and dance around until you throw a french fry. They're going to snatch your entire burger mid-bite out of your mouth. I loved bird watching in San Diego. People would order food near the pool, sit it on the table, and then get back in the water, and the seagulls and pigeons would immediately steal it and walk all over it. I got yelled at in New York City for crushing my leftover ice cream cone and throwing it to the pigeons. Yeah, I mean, animals will, especially wild animals, like, they'll eat, like, basically anything, and whether or not it's healthy for them is it's whatever. But the thing is like, one person doing it being an issue, it would be one thing, but the fact that it's, like, a place where everyone's doing it, or everyone litters and then people eat it, and thankfully at Disney, like, the litter's not a problem, but the people feeding the animals, it's already too late. Like, that one kid throwing a french fry is not the problem. It's always just so funny, because you would tell people and they wouldn't believe you. Like, they'd think you were just, like, telling a joke, or, like, making light of it, or exaggerating, and then you'd watch literally their entire burger get snatched out of their hands before they could even have a bite. Or they would, set their food down on the table and walk to get napkins, and their food would be gone when they came back. And it's like, no, it wasn't people, it was the birds. Let's see, what time is it? Well, it's been like 2 hours already. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna follow up more designs for today. But yeah, it's always just so funny in, like, settings like that. There was always so many funny Disney settings. Uh-oh. April messaged me on the DM. Hopefully everything's okay. But yeah, animals and food, always a funny thing. Let's see. Yeah, if they can swoop down and grab a whole live ass fish out of the water, grabbing a burger is not difficult. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think people think about it, especially people who are from areas that maybe, like, aren't used to, like, that amount of brave wildlife. Like, in a lot of places, birds are just scared of people because they're not fed regularly, or they're not near a lot of trash or food that's, like, out in the open. And I think people just assume that, like, because it's an enclosed theme park, that, like, obviously, surely Disney must shoo away all of these cats and these deer and these bunnies and everything else. And it's like, nope, they live here. This is their home just as much as it's anyone else's. Like, I remember, like, one night we were leaving the Ticket and Transportation Center, and it was dark, and we were walking out, and there's, like, a bunch of bushes, and this is outside of the park itself. And there's a bunch of bushes where it kind of helps break up people from being one giant crowd into lines. And we're walking up to, like, where all these bushes are, and there's, like, a rustling in the bush, and, like, somebody assumed, it was, like, a rat or a bird or whatever. And, like, these girls that, like, I didn't know, they were just walking in front of us. And they're walking, and, like, there's this rustling in the bush, and they get kind of startled. And then all of a sudden, you hear, like, them scream because a bunny jumped out. Like a little tiny bunny. There's, some of the hotels, at least at Disney World, Like, if they have big open fields on property, like, I want to say it's New Orleans Square is the property that has, like, the really big fields in the front of each of the buildings. In the morning or late at night when you wake up, or if you go out, you know, to party or something, you'll go out and walk past the fields, and they're just full of rabbits. And I mean, like, dozens of rabbits. And it's like, people, like, yeah, they live here. Why? It's a great place. Like, they got the animal, you know, they're being protected. Their land is being reserved specifically for them to live on, and there's food because of tourists. So why wouldn't they party it up here? Well, it's almost 1 o'clock here, which means I've been going for 2 hours, and because my throat is exacerbatingly dry, which probably isn't even a way to use that word, but I'm going to use it anyways. I'm probably going to cut it here for right now. In terms of streams this week, because of the holiday and the inauguration and all the weirdness going on, there will probably be a long stream Thursday afternoon/evening. If people want to join in on the Poke meme thing, we'll probably do some of that again, like we did this past Thursday. I also would like to do some Jackbox. I know Marcy had said she hasn't been getting my notifications for whatever reason, but since she's open on Thursday, she'll maybe join us Thursday for some Jackbox, depending. I'll poke around on the Discord and with my friends and see if anyone else is available. Friday will be another daytime stream. I don't know the exact time, but sometime between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. We'll see how I'm feeling throat-wise at that point. Hopefully the weather gets a little bit more humid again. Not too humid, but a little humid, because this dryness is making it really bad. What else? I already bumped our 2 nonprofits, but I'll bump them again here for the end of the stream. What else? If you're looking for VODs from this channel, they are on my Coffee or Ko-Fi, depending on how you say it. I had posted a Coffee exclusive video, but upon reviewing it, even though I had spent all the time to make it and then to upload it, I didn't think it was up to snuff, so I actually removed it yesterday evening. So if you're looking for that, it is gone. I will be making replacement videos. I'm hoping to make 2 videos for Coffee this week to catch up, since I didn't get to do one last week. If anyone has, like, requests or things they would like to see on the Coffee exclusives, you can always feel free to recommend them. Otherwise, it's just going to be kind of chill gameplay, and then eventually when I get the rhythm game setups, it'll be that. The Coffee goal right now, in terms of where donations are going, they are going towards a new rhythm gaming setup for the Switch, since I only have Animal Crossing on the Switch and no other games. But rhythm gaming setups are not cheap, so that's why that's the current donation goal over on the Coffee. So that'll happen hopefully sometime. I hope in the next couple of months to be able to do that. I have some stuff going on. I'm working on stuff for the shop, which means hopefully either at the very end of January or the beginning of February, there will be a shop update, and there will be a Coffee exclusive coupon for the shop to go with the update. I am working on products since I got pushed back through December and my shop was closed for December while everyone was sick in the house and dealing with Panini. So that'll be the next thing, so you can keep an eye out for that if you're interested in that sort of thing. And otherwise, I will probably see you guys, I'm assuming on Thursday. I doubt I will be able to stream tomorrow, but if I am, I will keep you posted on Twitter, where I have the same handle, HoldThatGhost, no spaces or anything. And otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for this little chill Animal Crossing poke around some people's unique designs. And I hope everyone has a good day. And I'm just going to see if anyone is online to raid, but probably not because it's kind of early today. But I'll check. Let's see if anyone is on. Oh, Froggy is on. Froggy is playing Hollow Knight, so we will raid Froggy. Little mini raid. And otherwise, I hope you all have a good day. And I will see you Thursday at the latest. Bye.